Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Rip and Rate, sponsored by San Martino Stories. I'm Jim San Martino.
I'm Landon San Martino.
And we got a good one for you today. This is going to be an interesting one. Previously, we had opened up a 1986 pack of Fleer cards. Obviously, we were on a Jordan hunt. We didn't get a Jordan in that previous episode. But what happened is I actually purchased at the same time 3 more of the 1986 packs. I was planning on opening 1 and then sending 3 away to get graded for an investment for later on. What I found out is that even though I do trust the buyer that I got it from, that the packs were in fact real and unaltered, when I sent it away to PSA in order to get graded, all 3 of them came back as altered. I was kind of surprised with that, and I did have a chance, luckily, to speak directly to the person that did go through it. And there is some controversy over if they're truly altered or if, in fact, they are just older and it's harder to seem. But they didn't grade them as authentic. And they did mention, kind of as a public service announcement, they being PSA, that most of the things that are on eBay right now, if trying to be graded, will be graded as altered. Not necessarily that they are altered, they're just graded as such because that's just their opinion on the cards. Now, the reason I feel that these packs, and I will show you this a little bit more close up when we go to the other shot, is that I didn't see any alterations on this one, and the guy that I purchased it from actually offered to sell me a pack with a visible Jordan, because these packs are thin, and you can actually see the front and the back of it. And this one that he was going to sell me actually had a Jordan right on the front. I bought all these from the same person, so I would have to think if he was trying to sell me a Jordan in a pack that he hadn't altered anything. So what we're going to do today is make the most of the situation. We do believe these card packs to be fully authentic. If they're altered or not, who knows? That's the opinion of PSA. So we're going to open them because from an integrity standpoint, I don't want to sell anything that has been deemed as altered. So what I'm going to do is open them up myself, and then we'll be able to sell the individual cards inside. They're all real. It's just a question of, was the pack gone through and taken out any of the good stuff? So hopefully we're going to get some good stuff in this pack, or all these 3 packs that we're going to be open. For $500 each in a raw state, certainly little disappointed that they weren't able to be graded as authentic, but we're going to make the most out of it and open them up today with you. So we appreciate you joining us, and we're looking forward to getting to open them.
Let's start ripping.
All right, so we're going to be getting to the bittersweet opening of $1,500 worth of the 1986 cards. Obviously, we're going to be hoping to get some good ones, but to continue that disclaimer that I showed you before, here's a close-up. I'll just kind of scan through over here of the wax pack. That's the front of the open one that we had done before. This is the inside and back. I don't see any glue residue or anything wrong with it. So we're going to open these over here, and as I noted before, just so you can guys see, is each one of these 3 that I have here, you can see that each one of them are noted as altered, meaning that they think that it was sifted through. So that's why we're going to open them up, see what we actually get. Maybe we do have a Jordan in it, maybe not. Hopefully we're going to get some good cards in them. No question about them being authentic. It's just the question of if they were sorted through at some point, because these 1986 packs are the most kind of pirated packs that are out there. So let's get into it. We will open pack number 1 right now, and I'll even show you guys. This is what the pack looks like. Yep. Yeah, if you guys see anything that you think, this is pack 1, and as you can see, it looks in great shape, maybe too good a shape. You can see as I'm opening it, it has that traditional wax pack feel to it. And to set expectations, of course, we are hoping there's a Jordan in this, but, you know, I'm not holding my breath over that. So if you guys see, every single opening here, I mean, yeah, this flap is a little different, but every single thing here does not appear to have anything different with it. But then again, you know, this is an old pack, who knows? So right away we know that we have a Patrick Ewing card on the back. That's good having a Patrick Ewing card. Only challenge is there is some residue on it because it was on the back. Anything on these packs, both front and back, are always at risk because you're going to have gum stains potentially on the front and glue residue stains, which this one unfortunately has on the back. So let's see what we have here. And right away, I'm actually really happy. Not about the gum, because we obviously don't eat that. That's crazy disgusting. So you can even see it's authentic gum, so that's promising. But we got a Chris Mullin. He was part of the Dream Team, and you can see that it is pack fresh. These cards are notorious for not being fully centered, which unfortunately you can see this isn't a fully centered card, so guaranteed, even though pack fresh, it's not going to be PSA 10. But still, that's a nice one to start out with, and I'll just take these one by one. Then we have Rolando Blackman, a Larry Nance. Oh, there you go. We got a Manute Bol. That's a very good one. The tallest NBA player in history, yeah. And his two sons, Bol and J Bol, are now getting into the NBA. And this one is actually very promising because it not only is it packed fresh, it's perfectly centered. So that one could potentially even be as high as a PSA 9.
Every time I see someone dunking, I know like the Jordan card, he's like dunking.
Mm-hmm.
I always get like to see him like,
Yeah, that's always impressive when they can do that. So here's Calvin Nat, Sam Bowie, Norm Nixon. Sorry if that wasn't fully centered. Get my hands here now. Joe Barry Carroll. I see a bull. I saw Charles. I was like, Charles Barkley? No, this is Charles Oakley. Tom Chambers. Not to be confused with Wilt. Don't want to skip one there. This is a Maurice Lucas. I don't know why that one was backwards, but Maurice Lucas. And the Gus Williams, unfortunately, has a little nick at the bottom there, which also shows this is more real than not. And then normally this would be a great card, Patrick Ewing sticker, except like I said, I don't know if you guys can see, it does have a little bit of residue on the back there from the glue on the pack. So overall, 3 good ones in this one pack. So we're able to get Patrick Ewing, Manute Bol, and a Chris Mullin. So not looking too sorted through right here, and Jordans are rare, so I can't be surprised about that. Moving on to pack number 2. Again, I'll scan through here so you can see. And like Landon said, if you guys see anything that kind of stands out of this being an altered pack, feel free to mention in the comments. And you do see this one has like kind of a weird fold, but honestly, in 1986, that's to be expected. You would think if you were trying to make it a fake pack, that the pack itself would be perfect. The fact that it's not perfect, to me, actually makes it think that it's real. This card, I can already see, if you guys can see there, the see-through wax pack. I got a Magic Johnson sticker. Again, awesome, but
we got that last.
I have a feeling that the glue will be impeding. You can see it's actually sticking to the card a little bit. Yeah, I can see it's got a lot of residue on this one. So, but that's going to happen with these older wax packs. And I'm opening this, sorry, again, if it wasn't on camera, I got to keep it further over here. I don't know if anything stands out for you guys to see anything wrong with these wax packs, but they look real. Nasty gum in there is real. The Magic Johnson, great sticker. Unfortunately, yeah, this one's got a lot of residue on the back of it. No, the other one was pretty good. Oh, well, starting off, no residue and a Dominique Wilkins, so yeah, perfectly centered. So the Dominique Wilkins card there. We'll start that one out in our top section. Then we have a centered picture, Steve Johnson. Oh, Spud Webb, awesome. He was on the Hawks. He was a very famous guard. He's known for being, I think, on the shorter side, but very, very good basketball player. Then we have Marquis Johnson.
Marquez Johnson. We got a flip card here of Sam Perkins. Oh, they're all flipped. That usually means there was some kind of split. And once again, if you were trying to cheat and make these packs look fake, you wouldn't put them upside down like that. That's more of like from the manufacturer. You try to put them all in order to make it not look like that. Well, anyway, there's Sam Perkins, Terry Cummings, Ricky Pierce, Larry Smith, flipped again, Mike Gavinsky, Mark, can't read upside down, Gary, and upside down again, Bill Lambier. I believe that's another really good one. I'll put that one off to the side. So it's Bill Lambier. Got a little mark on that one. Again, these are a lot of imperfections in the older cards. And then the Magic Johnson, which unfortunately is great centered, good edges, good corner, but horrible back. In that one, looks like we're getting about 3 to 4 decent cards in each pack. Bill Lambier, Spud Webb, Dominique Wilkins, and Magic Johnson. But so far those stickers are having a little bit of trouble. But not bad for getting some decent cards in these. All right, Landon, what do we have right now? Well, hopefully, last pack Magic. All right, so let me scan on this one for you. So you can see here, does not appear to have anything wrong with it. But let's see. It's Hakeem Olajuwon. Yep. And this does have a lot of glue stick on that too. And nasty gum.
Why would they put the good card on the back?
Well, the sticker is always... Oh, there you go! Woohoo! Larry Bird. Perfectly centered. That one's going to PSA. That one, if you guys can see, that one is mint. Again, if this was a cheated pack, why would you do that?
The top there.
Oh, you're right. It does have a little mark on it. If you guys can see that right there, there's a good eye on that land. Can't do anything about that, but still perfectly centered, great corners and everything. But that one's a great one. Sid Moncrief.
All the even good cards that we get, they're like.
You got things that are coming in at, nearly 40 years old, so there is going to be some aging on it. So Otis Birdsong, keep moving it off to the side so I can see it. Johnny Moore, flipped. Oh, Isaiah Thomas, that's another good one. I'm going to put him over there. Isaiah Thomas, Reggie Theus. You see how badly that centering is there. Darryl Griffith. Terry Teagle, Dave Greenwood, coming into our last cards here. Herb Williams. Another Manute Bol. That's nice. Again, not great in the centering. And we already knew we got the Hakeem Olajuwon on that one. I didn't think we were going to get one, but just because we didn't get a Jordan doesn't mean that these packs weren't definitely valuable. With the Manute Bol, Isaiah Thomas, and Larry Bird, just that little spot at the top is the only thing that hurt that one from potentially being a PSA 10. But we'll see what they. Oh wait, I missed one. And there was a Bill Hasnick in there as well, so I'll put that down there. So 3 good ones in this one. We got about 3 good ones in each one. I didn't count the Akeem sticker, but yeah, so we ended up getting about 9 or 10 good cards in those packs, and we'll give you our thoughts on the overall experience in just a moment.
Well, we ripped them.
Now it's time to rate them.
So, what do you think, Landon? How was that overall experience?
It was actually pretty good. Not as bad as I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for the whole thing, I'd say, it was not... We got a Larry Bird, but sadly, it was,
had a mark on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Overall, like I said, it was going to be a bittersweet experience, and for $1,500 for what, like 30 some cards there, 36 cards. Obviously, price to value, we're going to rate that closer to a 3 because it is so expensive for those. So that would definitely be a 3 from a price value. What do you think from a hit potential? What chances did we have to get a good card in that? Like a good card?
I'd give it a 4 because you can get a good card. Like I'd say you get like you said in the video, you could get like 2 or 3 good cards in a pack.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. I mean, we had at least 3 good, solid cards in every single pack. From a star power perspective, obviously we're looking for those Jordans, but, we did get a Larry Bird in there. So everyone is, of course, looking for Jordan, but there are a lot of other great cards in there, especially from the 1986 series. So I'm going to actually rate that a 4 as well. You're not guaranteed to get the best ones, but you're still able to get some really good ones. And if you get the really, really good ones, they're going to be incredibly valuable. What do you think from a quality perspective?
I'd rate that a 2 because a lot of the cards were off-center and they were they had marks on them, and then the pack ruined them because of the glue ink. Like, we could have gotten Team Adjumon, a Magic Johnson, and then I don't know what the other one was. But they were all good cards that we could have gotten, but...
Yeah, I would completely agree with that. Not only are these cards, a good 40 years old, you're talking about cards that have a traditional issue with the wax pack and the gum and the glue. So if you do invest in these cards, expect that it's going to have at least the first and the last card having some kind of damage. So even though you can see them, there's a good chance that you're going to be risking definite glue damage on the back card and potential gum damage on the front card. So from a collectability standpoint, I would say you got to still give it a 5. I mean, it's a classic pack. I mean, it's one of the most famous series that are out there, which is why they're so hard to find. So I'd have to rate that as a 5. So overall, the recap, price value is a 3, hit potential is a 4, star power is a 4, quality is a 2, collectability is a 5, which gives us an overall value of 4. So definitely great for those cards. If you guys are thinking of investing in them, make sure that you get them in a graded format if you want 100% guarantee that they're authentic. eBay does have a fair stock of them. Just know that there is risk of them either being not authentic or potentially actually being sorted through, depending on who you're getting it from. If you think it's worth the $500 risk to potentially get some good cards, then go for it. I think personally right now, I'm going to stick with the cards that I have, and any other card that I'd be getting or collecting, I'll probably be doing on an individual purchase basis and making sure that has eBay's authenticity guarantee. So we really hope that you enjoyed our series. We hope that you found this particular one informative, and we look forward to talking to you in our next episode.
Let's get ripping in our next adventure. Bye.